Well, universities are very important in many ways. I mean, particularly in areas, rural areas, and in Wales that's quite often the case in respect to the location of our universities. They are perhaps the major, certainly if not the, then one of the major employers, sources of income for all sorts of people there. And so very, very important. But I mean, beyond that, what we have in universities are major attractors of all kinds of activities. So, at its most basic level, you've got a kind of hotel function almost. It's like the leisure industry. People come in, we call them students. They stay for a while. Some of them stay a bit longer. Some go away. And economically, it's very clear that the region in which those activities make a profit. Even when you subtract the public investment that has gone into making the whole venture possible in the first place. But I mean, that's a very basic way of seeing the bottom line, and in fact there's an awful lot more than that. I mean, you get people staying who've been recruited into an area to come to university. They stay, they may set up businesses and so forth. They contribute to the local economy. Graduates is the big thing. I mean, graduates is the big way in which universities contribute through the graduates and the way they spill out into the economy, and there's very good evidence they increase productivity generally. The interactions are quite complex, and so that it makes it quite difficult sometimes to say, well, if this piece of research hadn't happened, then that development, 5-10 years later wouldn't have happened either. But broadly speaking, what we've got is universities as powerhouses of new knowledge, and also, very importantly, as ways of using existing knowledge in new ways. So in some universities what they're doing is they're generating really, things which are new to the world, things that people have not thought or understood before. And in other cases what universities are doing is taking things which they know about, because they're following where the research front is in their field, but which are not known to potential other users. And very often what's going on in the relations with companies, particularly small and medium enterprise companies, is that sort of thing actually. It's not knowledge that's new to the world, but it's knowledge that's being translated into a new context where it wasn't known about before and where it can be extremely valuable. And that can be in the form of consultancy work, or it can be in the form of training of staff in new methods. But both of those things I think are extremely important.